I enjoy going back to school after summer because I don't really do a lot. I get to finally see my friends again.
Coming back to school is it can actually be very fun for most people.
You know, after not seeing your friends for a long time that you really don't hang out with, it's like, it's kind of cool,
I am straight.
Very straight.
I would call myself in the community as straight.
I identify as a lesbian. I do go by gender-neutral pronouns, but I don't necessarily know where I fall on the spectrum right now.
I identify as a transgender male.
I identify as pansexual, which is pretty much me liking personality rather than looks or gender.
I like girls, mostly.
Biologically, I am female, but I identify as a boy instead.
The going back to school experience may prove more challenging to LGBT+ students as they face ignorance and closed-mindedness at school.
I have a lot more LGBT identified friends outside of school, and I tend to hang out with them all over summer, and then I come back to school and I forget that everyone is straight.
We have to deal with if we make a new friend and they aren't as open-minded, that they might just leave us, or the fact that even our teachers won't like it, so it's kind of stressful.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be a big deal that everyone would know about. I wasn't sure what the staff would want to do, or if they would let me use the men's bathroom.
Because schools are not entirely accepting of LGBT+ identities, deciding how to come out can be difficult.
I don't know. I think I just posted it on Facebook, and then people were like, "What?" And then I had to explain it, and then my parents saw, and now it's a whole different story.
You have to ask them their opinion on the Ferguson protests, and if they are like, "Oh, those stupid protesters burning down a Walgreens," you don't come out to them. But if they're like, "Oh man, he shouldn't have shot Mike Brown," then they're probably safe to come out to.
After coming out, students have to face the reactions and possibly different treatment from their peers.
There are a few people that are kind of jerks about it.
Well, the people that I talk to, they don't really know a lot, but they're not against it. They just don't know a lot. But the rest of them, they don't know a lot and they don't want to.
I don't want to say that people are intolerant, because they're not, but there is a need for a lot of people to be how do I put this, well, I'm not gay, but I'm totally supportive. And there's definitely there's support, but people are also trying to distance themselves from the community.
Occasionally there'll be an asshole who'll say something mean, or I haven't been called a fag or anything, but I don't know. There have been rude comments or glares.
They'll come up and just say stuff that really shouldn't say, and just really rude, and so and then weird questions. I got that from people that I came out to. Not in a rude way, they just didn't know what was appropriate to ask.
I was sitting in English class the other day, and the door at the back of the classroom opened, and I reached out and I shut the door, and before I did, this girl looks in and she goes, "That girl's a lesbian!" And it was awful, but it was hilarious.
That's about it. I've just seen incorrect pronoun usage, but they know the correct one, but they make a point of using the wrong one, And then sometimes they'll try to invalidate your sexuality by stating past things that you've done. I've dated boys before.
Thankfully for the students of Cypress Woods High School, a few students have set up a gay-straight alliance.
The Life Club is the Cypress Woods Gay-Straight Alliance. We meet and we talk about issues with gender and sexuality in society. We generally just try to provide a welcoming community for gay students and allies to come and talk openly about themselves and their identities.
The Life Club has a new video campaign to educate their school on how to use non-hurtful language.
Yo, can you help me with my homework for Espanol?
Oh, actually, I took French.
That's gay.
You shouldn't say that's so gay.
What? Why?
Because saying that's so gay implies that being gay is a bad thing, so don't do that.
To any students questioning their gender or sexuality, LGBT plus students have this to say.
There's no rush, but just do what you think you should.
Don't be afraid to ask questions of people you know who have already gone through what you're going through, because I guarantee they will be more than happy to help you figure out what you're doing.
Finally, we shall leave you with some advice on how to become a better ally yourself.
Don't ask like really weird questions that you wouldn't ask other people, you know, like how do you have sex or something? That's weird.
The LGBT community is very diverse, and every gay person you meet is going to be different. Not everyone is going to fit the pretty stereotype that you'll try to put them in as a gay person. So everyone, you can't judge the entire community by what you think of one person. And that's important to remember.